All right. Probably scoot over that way. So,
Okay, cool.
hey, hello YouTube. This is Ed. Go ahead.
Mr. Hunter, 5150, and this is another Grown Folks Conversation, Verbal Therapy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So been a minute, but we
Yeah.
are grateful for our for the faithful to be patient with us and let us come back, give and like give y'all something that y'all want to hear. So I'll let my man Ed kick it off.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So on this channel, a lot of my content has been my workout regimens, but I'm pretty much well rounded as well. We talk about and cover different discussions, fires, relationships, occasionally politics, things of that nature, pretty much. And what's a good topic you
Well,
want to cover today?
okay, for me,
Yeah.
it okay, it's about equality, or as a good friend of mine has said,
Uh-huh.
okay, do you want equality or do you just want your way? And I give you the premise of where this comes from. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, now I know you been hearing for years that women wants equality, and
Oh yeah, that's for
I,
sure.
I got no issue with
Uh-huh.
equality. Now here's where it affects
Uh-huh.
us and many men. Okay,
Right.
now when it comes to the family court,
Right.
okay, why is it always presumed that the mother is the best parent? It's just an automatic thing that the woman is the best parent, and it's not to see if if the father's the better parent. It's just automatically assumed, unless the mother's drugged out, cracked out, or something like that. It's always, well, she's a custodial parent, and I ain't never understood
Uh-huh.
why would she be the custodial parent.
Right.
Okay, like 90% of the times throughout America.
Right.
Um,
Got problems with the cat and
yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, my thing is with that and just being a living proof, going through custody, I learned that it's pretty much designed to fail for the father, and that the mother can easily come in there and manipulate and convince the judge and even as well as your own attorney how rotten of a father that you can be. And it's just like even with a job, pretty much. You're only as good as the getting is pretty much going to be. So as far as equality, everybody wants to share the lead until it's time to share the lead because it's easy to be in charge of something until it comes along, until responsibility comes along with being in charge of things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to expand on that point. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Now this goes back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna go to the direct history, but I say I could recall even in the 80s
Mm-hmm.
where particularly black men what was given a bad rep of not wanting to take care of their kids. Black men, more incarcerated black men versus in college. Black men don't want, okay, not don't want anything to do with family or anything productive. And one of the perpetrators of
Mm-hmm.
this was Oprah Winfrey. I remember watching The Color Purple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember people giving all sorts of black men a bad reputation, like say Jesse Raphael,
Right.
Ricky Lake,
Mm-hmm.
Jenny Jones, even Jay Springer to a large degree. And we could go on and on with that list though, but to my point, okay, it took many years of good men fighting and striving, doing right, doing what we already know is to be true, and it came out back in 2015,
right,
that a couple things came out that black men are the most involved fathers. Black men are not the most incarcerated. And try this though. As of 2021,
right.
okay, 54% of black men are single and childless.
Well, you have to. It all boils down to whatever lane that you're looking for companionship in, because okay, we a prime example of women that has a track record of dating Pookies and Ray Rays. They're more likely in the long run to be the most neediest women, because Pookies and Ray Rays are just like Bonquishas and Shanae's and whatever Quishas or Ishas or whatever else you want to come up with, Hennessy, whatever her name is, Caprices. Lexus and all them. It's pretty much. They were not meant to be lifetime partners. They were seasonal.
Yep. And
go ahead.
Some of them wasn't even meant for that. Sometimes we just not thinking rationally.
Right. You're not really thinking rationally. You're not using logic. You're trying to make a long-term relationship out of something that was short-term. Or hell, person probably talked themselves out of the date, but you ignored all the red flags because you were so anxious. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go to that next level with that person just to find out in the long haul. You end up having kids by this person, and once the relationship's over with, the child support's over with. In most cases, I've seen it myself where the fathers wouldn't even come to court. Most of the time, a Pookie and Ray don't have nothing to lose. Or if you have a kid by a Bonquisha, they don't have nothing to lose. And I've learned from my experience with relationships is that you have to treat people how they are used to being treated, because you can come in thinking that you're doing the right thing, etc. But all alone, you're setting yourself up for karma that you didn't even put out there. They just pretty much, the strategy is they're not used to how you treating them, so they're gonna flip. They're only gonna do what they know, pretty much.
They're gonna self-destruct.
Yeah. Some people, that's all they know. You can argue and debate back and forth. That's pointless. That's not gonna change their mind.
No.
People only learn what they live. If they live in a ridicule environment, they're going to be shy. They live in a hostile environment, they're going to be fighters. You are what you live. Because anybody that's a product of a Pookie and Ray 9 times out of 10, they're going to need in the long haul. And I'm saying this because when Pookies and Ray Rays were in their life, fast money was coming like 40 going north at that time.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't sell dope, money was flying through here. But when a lot of them got caught up in that shit, what ended up happening? A lot of women ended up, all the support was gone because a lot of them did, bid. Some of them still locked up, indicted to this day. So then, now you want the good man to clean up all the disasters that Pookie and Ray type of guy did. And no. I feel like this, man, people make dating hard for themselves. At a certain point in your life, you know your lane.
See, this is what
you should. So I thought.
I would agree with you with that, but this is what I find hypocritical though. I find it real hypocritical that okay, you say equal, but you move and hypocritical. You moving like you just want your way and everything because
for sure.
Okay this is what I know me and you talked about this off camera and everything, but okay, answer me this though. Okay,
yeah, this going. Oh, okay, cool, we good.
Yeah. Okay, now why is it that in family court the laws haven't changed for it to be equal and everything? Because for
it's designed for the male to fail, and it's not just a black thing.
No. It's men.
It's men in general, and if you really branched out into the society, it's not just a black on black. You got white on white. You got Hispanic on Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
You just got people that's conditioned enough to just say that it's black on black. No, it's deeper than black on black. The only difference is
that's what you see.
That's what you see, and other cultures stick together. We'll never stick together. We will never stick together. We're against each other, and we're against black women. They're against us. So we don't really have a chance out here. Because you're in a system that's designed to fail. Even when I fought for custody, it was all kind of manipulation. She was so good till she manipulated my own attorney. To a point, I told my attorney, okay, I no longer need your services. This is what we're doing. And she straightened her act up. Because I'm paying you. She's playing you. She put on that front, and by the time everybody's back was turned, she talked all kind of shit. But that was a game plan to provoke me. I'm going to play your game. I was in Crown Point, so why in the hell would I? Hell no, what the hell?
See,
he's saying so shit.
See, here's the thing with that though. Okay, now you got a lot of men who are afraid of the court system, and everything for whatever reason. But this is why I tell all men in family court: do not go in there without proper representation. Does it cost? Yes.
It costs, but you have to have the right lawyer that's going to be willing to dig. I didn't pay a huge dollar for an attorney, but you know, that might have had something to do with it, or flat out she was a little too passive.
Well,
I say she was passive because I didn't get the support that I really could have got.
Right.
And that it was enough to get me where I needed to be, but I needed the attorney that was really going to dig knee deep into that.
Right.
I had her if I really wanted to get her, but by this just being a state where everything goes in her favor, you don't really have a chance.
See, what I found out is if we would have been in Illinois, things would have. I just say things would have been a lot different. That'd be a discussion we'll talk about a little bit later. Though, but
Indiana's a woman's state. Any little thing go in their favor. It's just like kids shit. If you know the law and system gonna go in your favor just off of your manipulation, fake cries and all that, you'd abuse that shit too. And now you living in a time with kids and they think they can't be touched. You can be touched.
Hey,
you hear that on the news every day. Cemeteries are full of people that thought they couldn't be touched.
Man, what I find interesting,
prisons are full of people that think they can't be touched. So,
and unfortunately, it was touched in not the way they want to.
Exactly. So that's my take. You know, as far as that goes, equality and all that. Everybody want to battle the lead position until it's time to do lead things. You take a foreman on the job, his thing is to be in a position where he can do what he want to do when he wants to do it. But he's quick to put somebody else in his line of duty, line of fire. He just want to sit back, keep his foot in your back, and he take credit for it.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
There's more to that. That's why I learned when I was in certain jobs that shit, all money wasn't good money. Because with every extra dollar, that's an extra bottle of aspirin and Tylenol you don't need. Extra
Yeah.
case of beer, extra half a gallon you need. Extra carton of cigarettes. So no. Sometimes I watch stuff from the outside looking in, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way whatsoever I could do that. So yeah, I don't know if you're aware now they trying to premeditate this crap about in the next 30 days. So many billion people supposed to get sick.
I'm not even sure about that. I'm not really into conspiracies like that.
No. Just throwing something out there.
But the one thing I can say, it been some stuff that's out there.
Right.
Know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say it's false, but here's my question. What can you do about it?
Can't do nothing about it. My thing is this. You pretty much living in spiritual warfare, so right now it's gonna expose a lot of stuff about people. You got, and what I'm saying is, are you gonna listen to God? Or are you gonna listen to mankind? And from what I see, this mankind is doing a lot of dictating. And this comes from these quote unquote holy folks. They listen to more mankind and they supposed to be spiritual.
Okay, so I throw the counter argument. Okay, how do you know that a person isn't being used as a vessel from the Lord Most High, what have you? Know what I mean? Like how do you know? Because I heard in many situations, okay, someone will pray to God, ask him to deliver me and bless me with what have you. Know what I mean? Okay, so the least likeliness of people may come up to you, have a word with you, and you throw it off. Know what I mean? We just say the bum at the gas station. Know what I mean? Now you pray every day. You pray for this particular prayer for about 2 weeks. Then a person at the gas station came up to you, gave you some advice. You like get out my face. Know what I mean? You just trying trying to get some money for some liquor or some dope or something. So I get why you wouldn't take that person serious, but who's to say that wasn't the person that God sent to you? You know what I mean?
God can send people to you. He can send the least person you can expect to you.
Exactly.
Because he sent a person to talk to me one day. I was going through custody, stressful job. Everything was coming at me at one time. Man. I was just in one of my moods. You know how antisocial I can be sometimes. And the guy came talking. I'm looking like, why is he talking to me? And he said, you just have to loosen your spokes. You don't want to blow no gaskets or vessels and stuff. And that's what, made sense. But yeah, it's easier said than done. But you got to think about it. It's coming from a person that's in a different place in his life than I am. Who's to say he wasn't that person 30 years ago than I am today?
Well, that may be well true. No, I mean, I can't.
So I can count a quarter argue that.
Right. I'm not going to discount what that gentleman had to say because apparently it worked.
It worked because it didn't work right then, but it still ain't working. It takes practice because old habits die hard.
This is what I tell folks.
It's up to you what energy you take in.
What is your intent? Is your intent trying to get better, trying to be the man, trying to be the person that you were meant to be? Are you trying to be better today than you were yesterday? maybe not.
Maybe not. But,
Now, again, that's a whole individual thing. So,
right.
but that's a different conversation for another day.
Right. It's just one of them videos we just going with the flow because we liable to talk about anything and we can't really plot what we're gonna talk about. It's just one of them things when we get to flowing, the camera's gonna start coming on from this point on. Man, we just go with the flow and we'll come up with a topic after that. You know, you can like and subscribe. We ain't done yet. We just pretty much
Throwing it out there.
just throwing it out there and let the right subscribers come. We're not gonna make everybody happy, and I'm not looking for a payout from nobody. I can care less about that. You only assign to certain people in your lifetime, and I'm not gonna force myself in nobody's life that I don't belong in. You know, well, you know, what about what's your take on certain things?
Well, I saw this for for me, money is a tool.
Yeah, it's a tool. You have seasons where you have
more
money than others.
Yeah, so like past few years, this been a real I just say roller coaster.
Been a roller coaster. You trying to keep up with everything that's been coming to you, and we all been frustrated. Everybody's been going through something. Everybody's taking a L. I think pretty much our ancestors went through it. It's our turn to go through it, even though they went through a lot more of a harder knocks than we are, and then we going through a time where we're catching hell that they didn't catch. We're still standing, so it's making us stronger, and we just have to keep pushing through it, even though many days, every day, I want to throw the towel in, but I keep going. I have to look at how far I've came, and when you came so far, it's really impossible to look back because it's like anything else. Once you step out there, you can't go back. Once you merge into that highway, you can't bag off that ramp. You just have to keep going and learn from it. You might get bruises and scrapes. You may not. You might get scratched up. You might not. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. Okay. This was just a little introduction. I haven't done a live like this. This is my first live podcast. But we're going to try to get something out each week, and we're going to base it on pretty much whatever goes on throughout the day or the week. You know, hey, practice going to make perfect. This is going to be pretty much a well-rounded channel. You're going to see footage of me doing food for thought, whatever comes to my mind. It's me and him to do podcasts. You can also catch us on Instagram, or you can catch Brian Hunter on Facebook. Occasionally, I'll be making appearances on there. It's not cloud chasing, man. We just on here to help each other. It's about venting because even, a lot of us been through trauma and all types of stuff, but plenty to talk about. This is just the first one, kind of rusty, so bear with us. You have any closing notes?
Closing notes. Like, share, subscribe to both channels.
Right.
Respectful comments, please.
Right.
All the other nonsense. It will be the block party.
Will be a block party like you never seen before, or flat out. I'm gonna delete you. I'm gonna look you up. I'm gonna block you. And I feel like this: if you got something negative to say because it got your attention, obviously you wouldn't have been even commenting on it. So I'm like this. Anything that you respond to pretty much just an exposure, reflection of yourself. Caught your interest, so hey. Till then, like, subscribe, and we'll get better with time. Later.